Hi, it's Nils from Nilor Studio. I just wanted to show you something cool that I've been working on for an upcoming party that we're doing visuals at. We usually hook up an Xbox controller to the visuals so people can play it and change the visuals. And usually that's done with the Joystick shop in Touchdesigner. But maybe if you've used this, you know that it's not the easiest to work with, and the button names don't correspond to the buttons that are actually on the controller. So hooking these up to your parameters is actually kind of annoying. Well, I've made something for this. I called it the joystick handler. In here, this is kind of the brain of the whole situation. It has one of these joystick ends, but it renames the buttons to something that actually corresponds to the controller. But that's not the cool part. The cool part is actually that we can also drag in a joystick mapper, and this will automatically always find the joystick handler wherever it is in the project, so you can throw this in at any level. But what this does is it has a menu for all the buttons that you want, and if you choose the B button, you can see there's an output for B and A and everything corresponding to the controller. So you can really quickly select which button you want. The D-pad is also there, and it's on an axis by default, so there's another button that you can separate each D-pad button out. And so how we can use this, I'll just quickly show you in this example that I have up here. I have this graphic, and I've just dragged in from anywhere, like my palette. I've saved it in my palette. You can just drag in the mapper, and it'll, as you can see, automatically find where the handler is and get that input. So just dragged it in. I've selected the X button and hooked it up to some logic so that my graphic will move if I press the X button. And this is really nice because if I were to do this with the joystick node, I'd first have to find out which one is the X button, so I'll press and I see it's B3, and then I'll have to add it to a select node, select B3, and then do all my logic for it. But yeah, it's just like in the long run it gets really annoying to do that. So for instance, if I want to just hook it up to my palette selector, which is, it loops through a folder of images that have color palettes. So if I want to change that with the B button, for example, or let's change it to the option button, just for fun. I'll hook this up to a count, so we can see it counts up, and I'm just gonna hook it up straight like this, and now I can change the color with my option button. But yeah, that's just something cool I wanted to show you, and how we're preparing to do these visuals and how we will do them in the future again. So yeah, see ya. Hello, it's Nils from the future here. I already immediately noticed that changing the input actually changes the channel name, and it unhooks anything that you've parented it to. So if I just make an example here. If I hook this up to Y coordinate, for example, I'll just hook this up like that. And if I change my R stick now, this thing moves. But if you then want to change that to the left stick, for example, it breaks the connection. So I've made a rename option. So you can just rename this stick, whatever. And so of course I have to relink that. And now it's my left stick, but if I were to change this to right stick X, it still works because it just renames the channel, or even A, anything. So yeah, that's just a quick addition that I made.